Genesis chapter 43. The second trip to Egypt. 1. Famine remained raging in the land. 2. So when all the wheat that Jacob's sons had brought from Egypt was gone, their father said to them, "Go back and buy some more food for us." 3. But Judah said to him, the man warned us sternly, "Do not return to my presence unless you bring your brother. For if you send our brother with us, we will go down and buy food for you." 5. But if you do not send him with us, we will not go, because that is how the man said, "Do not return to my presence unless you bring your brother." 6. Israel asked, "Why did they cause me this evil by telling that man that they had another brother?" 7. And they replied, "He questioned us about us and our family. And he also asked us, 'Is your father still alive? Do you have another brother?' We simply responded to what he asked us. How could we know that he would demand that we take our brother?" 8. Then Judah said to Israel, his father, "Let the young man go with me, and we will leave immediately, so that you, us, and our children may survive and not die." 9. I personally pledge myself for his safety. You can hold me responsible for it. If I don't bring him back and put him right here in your presence, I'll be guilty before you for the rest of my life. 10. As it turns out, if we hadn't taken so long, we would have gone back and forth twice. 11. Then Israel, their father, said to them, "If it must be so, so be it. Put some of the best products of our land in your luggage and take them as a gift to this man, a little balm, a little honey, some spices and myrrh, some pistachio nuts and almonds. 12. Take silver and double, and return the silver that was put back into the mouth of your luggage. Maybe this happened by mistake. 13. Take your brother too and go back to that man. 14. May Almighty God grant you mercy before that man, that he may allow your other brother and Benjamin to return with you. As for me, if I run out of children, I will be childless." 15. Then the men went down to Egypt, bearing the gift, double silver, and Benjamin, and went into the presence of Joseph. 16. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the steward of his house, "Take these men to my house, kill an animal, and prepare it. They'll have lunch with me at noon." 17. He did as he was commanded and took them to Joseph's house. 18. They were afraid when they were taken to Joseph's house, and thought, "They brought us here because of the silver that was returned to our luggage the first time. He wants to attack us, subjugate us, make us slaves, and take our donkeys from us." 19. So they went to the manager of Joseph's house and said to him at the entrance of the house, 20. Listen, sir. The first time we came here was really to buy food. 21. But at the place where we stopped for the night, we opened our luggage and each of us found the silver we had brought in the exact amount. That's why we brought her back with us. 22 plus more silver to buy food. We don't know who put the silver in our luggage. 23. Rest assured, the administrator said. Don't be afraid. Your God, your father's God, was the one who gave you a treasure in your baggage, because the silver from you I received. Then he released Simeon and brought him into their presence. 24. Then he took them to Joseph's house, gave them water to wash their feet, and fodder for their asses. 25. They then prepared the present for Joseph's arrival at noon, because they learned that they were going to have lunch there. 26. When Joseph arrived, they presented him with what they had brought and bowed before him to the ground. 27. He then asked them how they were going and then said, "How is your father, the old man of whom you have spoken to me? Are you still alive?" 28. They replied, "Your servant, our father, still lives and passes well." And they bowed down to pay him honor. 29. Looking around and seeing his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, Joseph asked, "Is this the little brother I was told about?" He added, "God grant you grace, my son." 30. Deeply moved by his brother, Joseph hastened out in search of a place to cry, and, entering his room, wept. 31. After washing his face, he went out and, controlling himself, said, "Serve the food." 32. They served him separately from his brethren and also from the Egyptians who ate with him, because the Egyptians could not eat with the Hebrews, for that was sacrilege to them. 33. His brothers were placed at the table before him in order of age, from oldest to youngest, and looked perplexed at each other. 34. Then they were served the food of Joseph's table, and Benjamin's portion was 5 times that of the others. And they partied and drank at will.